I'm not about to sit here and demonize sugar or demonize any sort of food for the next 10 minutes. I'm here to tell you strictly how I brainwashed myself into eating healthy, eating the proper food, and eating what is right for my body. And what I say in this video will be controversial. My eating habits, my beliefs, my opinions, they are mine. They are my opinions. Obviously, we all have our own beliefs. We all have grown up in a different environment and we all believe different things. When does even moderation become unhealthy? Because why is it normalized to eat unhealthy? And why is eating healthy seen as always being on a diet or seen as having an eating disorder? Before I start this video, I want to tell you guys that I have just released a new ebook which actually goes really well with this video because it has loads of recipes, all healthy recipes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks and drinks, all in this ebook. You can find it down in the link down below and use the code FIRST5 for 10% off your first order. My first thing is you have to stop looking at eating healthy as a diet. Because loads of people are like, oh, I'm on a diet, I'm eating healthy, blah, blah, blah. You have to stop thinking about it as a short-term fix. Because eating healthy isn't just a short-term thing. It's not just a diet which you're going to have for a few months. Eating healthy is a change in lifestyle. And if you keep on thinking about it as something temporary, it's always going to stay as temporary. That is why you need to shift your focus onto making this your lifestyle. You need to embody eating healthy as part of your lifestyle. You need to embody it as part of yourself. Until you can do that, until you can stop viewing eating healthy as a diet that is only a short-term fix to a long-term problem, you're never going to be able to keep eating healthy consistently. So the mind shift is really important here. Make sure that you think of eating healthy as something that is of a benefit to you, as something that is a long-term thing you are willing to undertake and willing to go forward with because you know that there will be long-term impacts with it. How can you stop looking at it as a diet? Number one thing is you need to kind of value nutrition over calories. A lot of things which people mistakenly do is they view being healthy as eating low calorie. That is wrong. That is really wrong. Calories has nothing to do with being healthy. I don't know where this perception of, oh, if I'm gonna eat this low calorie, I don't know, protein bar that's only like 80 calories, I'm being healthy. Do you know what ingredients are in that low calorie protein bar? Are you actually looking at the nutritional intake of that protein bar, or are you solely relying on calories? Because the calories in an avocado and the calories in a donut may be similar. There may be like what, 300 calories in a whole avocado and 300 calories in a whole donut? So what? Are they both healthy because they have the same amount of calories? No. And this is why I'm telling you, you've been brainwashed the wrong way. We have to think of food as nutrition. Unless obviously you're working towards a goal and you're working towards a fitness journey, a certain body type and a certain figure, and you're doing an exercise routine, that is a whole different story. But if we're just solely talking about developing a healthy lifestyle and eating healthy, you have to focus on nutrition over calories and remove the ideology that calories equals healthy. If something is low calories, that means it's healthy, because that is completely wrong. We have to be looking at how something can benefit our body. Another thing that goes along with this is making sure your meals are balanced. You need to be having a balanced amount of protein, vegetables, fats, and carbohydrates. A lot of people miss out the fats, and the fats is really important because there's a misconception that fats equals you get fat. No. Actually, eating the right healthy fats and eating the right amount of it actually does the reverse. It actually will help contribute to weight loss. So a lot of people say eat your carbs, eat your vegetables, eat your protein, but fats is a really important thing which also contributes a satiating feeling after a meal and that feeling of satisfaction after a meal. We don't need as much carbohydrates as we think we do. We need them, but not as much as we think, because carbohydrates break down into sugars. The moment you have carbohydrates, you don't realize you are spiking your glucose level. So if we're constantly spiking our glucose level, that contributes to our cravings throughout the day. That contributes to us wanting to just crave more carbohydrates. Whereas if we focus on having a sustainable amount of protein, sustainable amount of fats and vegetables, the combination of all those macronutrients is what keeps us full, is what keeps us satisfied, and is what fully nourishes and gives your body the right amount of vitamins and minerals. Another thing that's really important, we have to kind of stop restricting ourselves, because I know that healthy eating can lead to, don't do it in the right way, it can lead to a really bad relationship with food. When I first started healthy eating, it did kind of take me down the wrong path, because I looked at it as calories rather than nutritional intake. That's why it's really important that you stop thinking calories are good or bad, because calories don't matter in the world of healthy eating. What matters is nutritional value and what value eating something has to you as a person and to your body. We also have to make sure that we honor our cravings. At the beginning of this journey, we have to honor our cravings, but we have to replace them in a way that is equally as nutritious for our body. So instead of having a piece of milk chocolate, which is, let's say, 90% sugar and milk, replace it with dark chocolate. If you don't satisfy the craving straight away, this may lead to things like binge eating or overeating. We shouldn't feel bad for ourselves when we crave something unhealthy. We should find a reason why we are craving that. Usually when we crave things, it's because our body is lacking a certain mineral or a certain nutrient or a certain vitamin. Craving salty foods all the time or fried food all the time may mean that you have an iron deficiency. May mean that you are low in iron. It could also mean that you are low on electrolytes. So we have to kind of find a reason why we are having a craving and try to solve it in a different way. I always have had a bad sweet tooth throughout my whole life. The one thing you have to do to fix that is just find something else which satisfies your sweet tooth that is healthy. So now instead of having, I don't know, a donut or a cookie or anything like that, I will have a granola bowl with coconut yogurt, granola, fruit, almond butter. Oh my gosh, and it satisfies me so much. So much recipes on my TikTok and on my Instagram that you can go follow, and there will be loads and loads of inspiration for healthy desserts. I do baking, I do cooking. There's so much inspiration for healthy eating on there that it will literally open your eyes to healthy eating isn't just eating salads all the time or eating an apple if you're craving something sweet. And once you find those alternatives, once you find those replacements that satisfy your cravings, you don't even think about going back to eating unhealthy, because what's the point? If I'm eating healthy and it's delicious, what's the point of eating something delicious that has no health benefits to me and no nutritional intake? My next point is do some primary research. What I mean by this is research what actually goes into these big fast food chain restaurants' food. Once I kind of did the research and I found out how, for example, chicken nuggets are made, how unhealthy the processing and the cooking of fries is, how this processed bar of chocolate is made, it actually disgusted me. And it's kind of like when vegans become vegan because they're disgusted by the whole process of how meat is made and how meat is processed. And this will completely change your perspective, because now every time I look at McDonald's, the only thing I can see is in my brain is all the disgusting like manufacturing process that is behind it. Give your brain another viewpoint and show your brain a different perspective of how this food is made. And this way you can kind of disgust yourself by it. And I know that this is kind of like, could go against loads of like dietitians' advice or whatever, but that is my advice that worked for me. My next tip is mindfulness and gratitude. So when you eat your meals, when you have a meal, sit down, think about it. Think about why you're eating it. Think about what kind of benefits this is going to have to you. Think about what you're going to feel like after you eat it. Because when we eat this unhealthy food, the dopamine we get only lasts a few seconds. Is a few seconds of happiness worth more a long, healthy life? Think about it. Sit back. Why are you about to eat it? What benefit is it going to have in the short term? It will make you happy. What benefit is it going to have in the long term? It will make you feel like trash. It will make you go down a spiral. You'll probably end up eating a load of other things after that. You'll probably end up snacking throughout the whole day. If you have low self-esteem, be grateful. Be grateful about the food we have and be grateful about the food we are eating. Until we show that gratitude, until we realize the benefits of eating healthy to ourselves, we won't be able to develop that mindset. We won't be able to show gratitude because we will constantly be living in a world of abundance and in a world where food is abundant. We have food everywhere. We are privileged to, I can go downstairs if I want and eat literally my whole pantry. This is why we have to be grateful. We have to realize, since I have this opportunity, since food is abundant, I can make these decisions that will not only benefit me in the long term, but will allow me to be mindful about what I eat and make me feel good and make me perform to the best version of myself. My last point is willpower, because let's be honest, willpower is like the driving factor in anything. You have to be able to resist. So let's say you go to a party and let's say there's nothing really there for you to eat. It's all just pizza, fries, I don't know, sweets, chocolate, cupcakes. You have to be able to stand there and tell yourself, I don't need that in my body right now. Just because you are in a social environment, just because you are at a party, does not automatically mean you have to eat that. You are able to take control of your actions. You have control over your life. Only thing that is stopping you right now is yourself. And we have to be able to have the willpower to know why we are making certain decisions and know why we are eating the way we eat. One way you can kind of build this willpower is by taking time to reflect. So before you grab that cupcake, before you grab that chocolate, before you grab that hot dog, stand back for like at least 5 minutes and think about it. What benefit will this have for me in the long run? Are you really hungry right now? Is there literally nothing else for you to eat? Or are you just caving in because it's a social event and everybody else is eating? Or have you been restricting for a long time and only eating salads and not letting yourself experiment with other healthy foods? You have to kind of realize why you are doing this and why you are doing this for yourself. I'm gonna stop myself there because otherwise this video will be really, really long. But those are some of my main tips to how I kind of brainwash myself into eating healthy and how you can do the same for yourself. Make sure to check out my ebook. It will be linked down below and in the comment section and probably under all my other videos. Also make sure to check out my TikTok and my Instagram because there you'll find loads of recipes on how to eat healthy, loads of like health advice, tips and tricks. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!